there, and welcome back to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. Whether you're on YouTube or Rumble, I appreciate you. Okay, today we're going to start a marathon of building speed champions. I am very behind on these. I have had so many other projects going. I just haven't been able to get to them. I've got a total of 6 cars, 5 sets. One's a double feature, so that's where the extra one comes from. But we've got them, and we're going to go ahead and start one today, and maybe even get 2 done. Who knows? But we're going to try to just get through these over the next couple of weeks in between some other stuff, depending, my schedule and all that. But that's what we're going to do. And we are going to have a live stream tomorrow on Wednesday, and then nothing on Thursday. Thanksgiving, I got to travel, and I have a lot of traveling to do. I got 100 miles to my parents' house, 100 miles back, and I just think it'd be too much to try to fit something in. Not only that, enjoy your holiday, man. Be with your family, be with your friends, do what you got to do, have fun. And we'll leave it at that. We'll pick back up probably on Friday or Saturday. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, let's switch cameras. But before we do that, please hit that like button. And if you're over on Rumble, give it a rumble. All right, let's go ahead and let's show the lineup. Okay, so these are the choices that we have. We've got this guy here. We've got a what is this? Porsche 911 GT RS. We got this guy. We've got this is the Bugatti. Yeah, it is. The Bugatti. I can't read upside down. Oh, I can't read it at all anyway. Anyways, we got a Bugatti if you guys want to build that one. We've got the Too Fast, Too Furious car. Now, this one's sweet. I have seen this one built a couple different times at different shows. It's a good car. Next, we have the the Ferrari F40. I knew that was Ferrari. Oh boy. Would that little character on Cars be really mad at me for calling Luigi? Yeah, he'd be mad at me for calling it a Porsche because he was a Ferrari guy. Okay, next we could do the double feature. And this one here is the Lamborghini. I can't pronounce that either. And the Lamborghini Huracan. So anyway, we've got plenty of options. You know what? I think I'm going to start with the pink car. Why? Because I love the movie Too Fast, Too Furious. It really is a good movie. And let's go ahead and let's do this. All right. I did get notification this morning. I looked at my Lego account, and Lego is saying that they have shipped my Goonie set. So I am hoping it gets here Monday, Tuesday, something like that. It'd be really nice if it did. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I can hope, right? The minute we get the Goonie set, we're going to start putting that together on these morning lives. I need to get something to drink. Sorry. Oh, man. I don't know what that was. That was awful. Okay. As soon as we get the Goonie set, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to start building that until we get it done. I am really looking forward to that set. Goonies is hands down one of the best movies as a kid that I ever watched, and probably even still one of the best movies I've ever watched. I really like the humor. I think it was well written, definitely from a kid's point of view. Hey, good afternoon, Will. How you doing? We're going to do I just put it down. We're going to build this one first, the Too Fast, Too Furious car. There's a better shot of it. How you been? How you doing today, Will? All right, we have our first minifigure, the driver, and actually the only minifigure in this set. And also, I've kind of been slacking because I don't know, on the News of the Weird. So we're going to take care of that and get some of that read today. I love News of the Weird, as you guys know. So we got some of those coming up. In fact, we'll just do one. So this one takes place in California. It's a resident of the Rock Ridge area of Oakland, California. Now, let me just tell you something. I've been to Oakland because I used to live about 40 minutes from Oakland. And I'm sorry if everyone's from Oakland, but I'm going to say my honest opinion. Oakland is a giant hellhole. I don't remember there being any like really good parts to it. There's parts that are okay, but overall, Oakland's pretty dumpy. So anyway, I'm not surprised that this story took place in Oakland, is my point. Okay, so residents of the Rock Ridge area of Oakland, California are on high alert after someone keeps throwing rocks through home windows. Yeah, where are the parents? Let's see. The attacks have been going on for almost a year. Yeah, where's the parents? Okay. Louise, I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce his last name, said his home was targeted about 3 weeks ago, after which he installed security cameras. On October 6th, video caught a man throwing a rock through Louise's car window. We got footage of the individual who did it, he said, just aimlessly walking in the middle of the street throwing rocks. Another homeowner said her duplex was hit 6 times in the last year. Neighbors have spent thousands of dollars repairing the damage. Oakland police are investigating, but can't confirm the incidents are related. Yeah, they can't confirm they're related. Whatever, they are. Shut up. Do your job. All right, let's see. What's up, Johnny? And Will says, I'm good, I suppose. Yourself? I'm all right. But today has been one of those days where I wake up and I didn't do anything at all to cause this, but my back is stiff and tight, but it's not, it doesn't really hurt, but it definitely is complaining and letting me know. So anyway, oh yeah, I didn't do that either. Oof, I better follow directions here. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's kind of what happens when you get older, right? Things just randomly hurt. You know, we've already had snow, and now the snow's melted because it's not that warm here, or cold here. I'm sorry. It gets cold, then it gets warm. It gets cold, and then it gets warm. So we don't have any snow on the ground, but it has snowed here. And I got my neighbor next door, one of them, I can hear their riding lawnmower going. And I can tell you right now, my grass is not growing at all for like the last month. It's already gone dormant. So I don't know what he's doing out there, but it's kind of funny to hear it. All right, let's see. John says, what's up, party people? I finished my F111. I want to start the Speed Champions one. All right. Which, I know you said you got the F1, some Formula Ones. Which Speed Champions did you get? I mean, I'm a huge fan of the Speed Champions. In fact, I think it's really cool Lego came out with them because I think it challenged Lego to come out with more than just a rectangle box with wheels on it. And I am a huge fan of the Speed Champions. Oh, if you finish. Okay, I'm sorry. We're praying for all the dumb stuff we did. We're paying for the yes. Yes, definitely. Definitely. But you know what? I'm glad to be alive. My friend I was telling you about that is visiting from Minnesota because his dad and his cancer thing. I do have an update on that. I got a hold of my friend yesterday and we talked for a little bit. And so the mom convinced the surgeon, the oncologist, to do another surgery on the dad because they removed the cancer 2 weeks ago, a little over 2 weeks ago, but it's still causing problems because it's coming back really fast. And I guess the mom just really didn't want to lose the dad, so convinced the oncologist to do yet another surgery on him. They did it, and he's actually improving a little bit. But I don't know. I understand. I don't want to say anything negative. I understand. Because they were high school sweethearts. They're almost 90. So I imagine she just doesn't want to lose someone that she loves a lot. But that's got to be really hard to go through another surgery when you're that far. The cancer has advanced that far. Anyway, I am happy for my friend. I'm happy that his dad's doing better. And I hope it lasts longer than a couple weeks is what I'm saying, I guess. I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm just, saying how I feel. Anyway, cool. John says, I got the Ferrari. Oh, okay. And the F1 movie car. Everything on me randomly hurts. It's like a pain lottery where nobody wins and losing sucks. I love that. A pain lottery, huh? Boy, can I relate to that. Oh, man. Because, like, I didn't even do anything at all to make my back be tight. Now, it doesn't hurt. I don't have any, like, pain from it, but it's so tight. And I just took a long, we have 250-gallon hot water heaters here. And I took a shower on as hot as I can bear for as long as I could. And that did help. It does feel somewhat not as tight, but it's just not a really good feeling to have. All right, let's do the stickers. Well, there's a lot of stickers on this one. And let's see. I am working on a city video, guys, that will be released on Wednesday, tomorrow. And also, I want to work on the Avengers Tower. I've got pieces I need, I believe, to get that done. Anyway, got a lot of content for you guys. And then I'm working on a project for next year. So, and then there's the amusement park. And we've got another news of the weird story. And this one I did read ahead. It says, what's in a name? And when police responded to a call from a home in Crawford County, Kansas on October 18th, they found a red pickup truck that had been stolen earlier in the week in the yard. Officers were told that the truck had pulled onto the property and the driver had asked the resident for gas and asked, quote, not to call the cops, close quote. So they called the cops. The driver, named Michael Jackson, and not the one that sang Billie Jean, they said was arrested for possessing the stolen property, the truck. Boy, you would think if your name was Michael Jackson, that's funny. I'm sorry. That is funny. Oh, yeah. I guess I got to follow all the directions, right? Michael Jackson. All right. This next story, I actually heard about in the news. In fact, I think it was the YouTube channel Law and Crime. They did a video on this one, and this one, I gotta admit, it really bothered me. I'm going to tell you more than what the story of News of the Weird is reporting, because they're not reporting all of it. Okay, the trial began on October 17th in Houston for Christina Chambers, 34, who was accused of manslaughter, the Houston Chronicle reported. In 2023, oh, this is a different story, because this one I knew. The one that I know was happened more recent. Okay. In 2023, Joseph McMillan, 33, was leaving the donut store with a date. No, this is the same story. The date when he was struck and killed by Chambers' Porsche 911 Carrera. Police said Chambers was 4 times over the legal alcohol limit. Yep, this is the one. And that baggies of cocaine in her car, she had baggies of cocaine in her car and purse. They estimated she was driving about 70 miles an hour when she hit McMullen. He was thrown about 30 feet and died at the scene. Chambers' attorney, Mark Thiessen, however, posted or argued that it was Chambers' Christian Louboutin shoes that caused the accident, claiming the heel got stuck on the car's gas pedal. Chambers could serve up to 20 years of prison if convicted. Now, that's a really sad story. I couldn't imagine being on a first date with somebody, and, well, I mean, it'd be worse if you actually knew them. But, yeah, man, I mean, the guy lost his life during a date. I mean, that's pretty tragic. Was his pronouns he? I think so. I think so. I think you done figured it out, Will. From what I understand, Yeti's going to be streaming tonight. So if you guys can be there, I'm going to resume my Tuesday night streams next week. And I don't know. I'm kicking around the idea of working on the amusement park during my Tuesday night streams. That way you guys get to see the progress in real time, and plus the fact that it commits me to working on it on a regular basis. But I've got to figure out the heat situation in my shop because it is just too damn cold to be out there for extended periods. So I'll need to finish the electrical in the west wall so I have a place to plug in my heater. Have you met some of these so-called women? We all lose our life on that date. Oh my gosh. Will, you're not far from the truth. Now, I haven't dated in almost 30 years, but I have had plenty of friends get divorced and enter the dating scene. And then my father-in-law, who recently got remarried, he lost his wife to cancer, and he entered the dating scene. He hated it. Oh, he would just tell me horror stories of going out and women just being so entitled, thinking that they're entitled to everything. And I remember one, it cracked me up. Probably the worst story. I don't remember her name, but he only went on one date with her. And this lady was like, I expect a man to provide for me. I expect all these things and him to be true to me. And my father-in-law was like, yeah, that's great. I expect the same thing. And the woman's like, well, why would I do that? I've been living my own life and my own thing. And why would I want to commit to a man? He's like, well, then I'm not interested. See you. So it was funny because the woman's expecting loyalty to the man, but she thought that the man had to provide all these things. She could still just do whatever she wanted. So yeah, it's kind of a mess out there, ain't it? I don't even bother. I want nothing to do with the ones around here. And trust me, they've been around here. Oh, so like the town carousel, the town bicycle. Yeah, I get you, man. It is kind of funny though, because I live in a small town and I've lived here for almost 4 years now, and I had a gal. It's been a while back, but I had a gal approach me and be like, "Hey, I never see you with the woman." Yeah, it's because my wife doesn't live here. And she like asked me what I was doing later, and I'm like, probably gonna be at home with my son. Oh, I didn't know you had kids. Yeah, and I'm married too. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, cool, whatever. We don't need to talk about it no more. And I mean, I don't know if I really blame her. I don't wear a wedding ring. I have allergies to most metals, so I just don't wear them. So she never saw me with a woman, and I'm not wearing a ring. I guess that would ring some bells. I don't know. Oh boy, I did that wrong. Oh well, I'm just going to leave it. It's just a sticker. But watch this. When I put this on the town a year from now, somebody's going to be like, oh, you messed up the stickers. It's like, okay, yeah, thanks. Glad you noticed. Exactly. I don't like talking bad about people, but dang, enough is enough. I mean, I understand that because I'm the same way. Like, it's not that I want to say some trash talk about anybody, but I mean, I'm going to call out bad behavior where I see it. Because, I mean, nobody wants to take accountability these days. And if we just, like, don't say anything, then it's kind of like we're letting it happen. I think it should be called out. And I'm so tired of those videos where women go to the gym and a guy just happens to look her direction very briefly. And a woman's like, what are you looking at me for? And it's like, because you're standing there and you're acting weird and you're filming in a gym. So it is kind of odd. Maybe that's why I'm filming. Not because I really care about who you are and I'm not interested in you. So yes, that one Lando Norris fan. Well, hello. Is there only one Lando Norris fan, or are you that? Like, how did you mean that? And I'm just joking around. How you doing today? Thanks for joining us. I've got a lineup of Speed Champion cars that we're going to build. I'm not going to build them all today. I'm going to get a couple of them done. I might stream later this afternoon too. I really need to get my spreadsheet done. And yeah, spreadsheet as a live stream. Yeah, it doesn't sound that interesting. However, quite a few people showed up for the last one I did. So I don't show you guys a spreadsheet because that's boring. I show you guys my other screen. What I did was I've got a list of all the Lego sets that I own. Well, not really. Most of them. And I only put down the set number and what tote they're in. So I don't really know what I have unless I look up each individual one. And I've been doing that when I'm looking for something, and it's annoying. So what I'm doing is I am updating my spreadsheet by looking up the set, and I show you guys the screen of where the sets are on Bricklink or wherever else I find it. And we talk about all kinds of things. We talk about the set itself. If I can remember details of when I got it and how I obtained it, we talk about that. I don't know. We just talk about all these. Basically, what it ends up being is me talking about a bunch of Lego sets. And you guys were participating, letting me know, hey, I've got that one. Hey, yeah, I remember getting that one for a birthday. That kind of thing. So I might do that this afternoon because I really need to get cooking on that because that is holding up the amusement park right now. So, yeah. Oh, it sounds like the show The Last Highlander. Oh, yeah. The Last Highlander, that was pretty good. And also Outlander, I think it's called. Is it Outlander? The one with that girl go back in time because she touches that stone or whatever. That was a really good show. All right, well, let's do another News the Weird. This one is called Nature Goes Wild. And this one I did not read ahead of time. So, actually, the next couple I did not read ahead of time because I just haven't had time. All right. All right, this one is called, I already said that. It's Residents of Christmas Island. This is the right time of year for this story, which is about 900 miles from Australia, are carrying rakes in their cars and avoiding driving at certain times as the annual red crab migration begins. Oh my goodness, that must be, if they're doing that, that's got to be bad. Okay. Each year, 100 million crabs leave their forest burrows and make their way to the ocean where they lay their eggs. Quote, we have put rakes in our cars and leaf blowers to ensure crabs have a safe passage, close quote, said Christmas Island National Park acting manager Alexia Jankowski. A lot of people, if they can, will work from home. It's one of the most amazing wildlife experiences you can see on the planet. Okay, well, that was okay. 100 million crabs crossing the road. Yeah, okay. I'll be right back. All right, 18 minutes. All right. I do like the seats. I don't know if you saw how they did it. They use that gaming console, but it's in hot pink or this bright pink, and it sticks out like it's padding. So that is pretty cool. Okay, so we put lipstick on the back. Nice. Oh, well. I had to get up early again to take Spencer to work. His ride is still sick. So I am a bit tired from waking up early and doing that. So so this car is, I got one more bag after this one, but I do have other cars I can do, and I'm not sure. I kind of want to do the Bugatti next. I think the Bugatti looks good. Oh, hey, how's it going, Ken? Afternoon, Jeff. I'm sitting here watching your amazing Lego live stream while waiting the clock in at 1:45. Working until 10:30 tonight. All right. So you got plans for Thanksgiving? Or I should say, what are your plans? I should assume you have plans. Yeah, I'm going down to my mom and dad's. The rest of the family's been invited, so it'll probably be a pretty decent gathering. And my son will be going, and I know my oldest sister and her family's going. So I have been charged with bringing the pumpkin pies, which I do have. The funny thing is, I probably won't eat any of the pumpkin pies. I'm just not a pie guy. It's kind of weird. I don't like pies, don't like cakes. The only exception to that is cheesecake. I do like cheesecake. Oh my goodness, do I like cheesecake. But it's just weird. I don't typically, I don't. Especially, I sometimes on at the family dinners, I will have a cake, like for the birthday, but very occasionally. And if it's store-bought, I will not eat it. Store-bought cake is just, to me, super nasty and has way too much sugar in it. So yeah, I won't do it. Me and my mom are going to be eating at my uncle and aunt's house. Oh, cool. So you can spend some time with family. That's awesome, man. Yeah, my family lives kind of far, or I live kind of far, I should say. I'm 100 miles from my parents' house, so I will be traveling that far. 100 miles there, 100 miles back on Thanksgiving Day. Oh, I smashed the steering wheel right off. Okay, well, let's see what more we can do here. Okay. Yeah, I bought this car. Oh, I don't remember when it first came out. That's how long I've had it, though. I bought it the week it came out. I just sitting on the shelf or the table over there. So, kind of hate that I did that, but sometimes that's what happens. All right, we got another news of the weird, so let's hop to it. This one is entitled News You Can Use. So hopefully it lives up to that expectation. All right, let me get my bearings and I'll tell the story. Let's see. Okay, Denise Bacon, 65 years old, of East Essex, England, was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 2014, the Washington Post reported. The condition affected her ability to walk, swim, dance, and play the clarinet. Yeah, that sounds like a life change. That sucks. Doctors at the London King's College Hospital recently revealed that Bacon underwent deep brain stimulation in July and was able to play her clarinet during the procedure. As she played, doctors stimulated her brain one electrode at a time. Neurosurgeon, I cannot pronounce that name, said the effects could be seen immediately. As the right side of her brain was stimulated, her left fingers were flying while her right fingers were stiff and slow and couldn't move. Bacon is delighted with the outcome and says she's keen to get back in the swimming pool and on the dance floor to see if my abilities have improved there. Oh, that's cool. That's actually, for once, instead of a doom and gloom story, that's a pretty good story, man. They were able to stimulate her brain and she was able to overcome Parkinson's, or at least partially. That is, I like those kind of stories. I wish there was more of those. Oh, well, I don't know what I was thinking. I skipped the whole entire page. Let's go back. There we go. Now that looks better. Now that makes sense. Okay. I mean, if it doesn't have front wheels, it ain't going to go very far, is it? All right. So we've got another news of the weird. And this one is titled Saw That Coming. Okay, well, let's see. What did they see coming? An accidental shooting left an 89-year-old woman with an injury to one of her legs on October 20th in Flanders, New Jersey. It happened at Frank's Pizza, where 70-year-old William H., I cannot pronounce that, was having dinner with two friends. William unholstered his handgun, moved to clear the ammunition from it, but a bullet was fired, ricocheted off a chair, and struck the woman in the leg. Oof. William of White House Station was charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault, violating the safe carry firearm requirements, and and being prohibited from carrying a firearm. That means he must have been convicted of a crime in the past. I don't know that for sure, but that's usually what that means. Okay, well, yeah, kind of weird. You go for pizza and end up with a bullet in your leg. That definitely qualifies as news of the weird, and also scary as hell. I mean, damn. You go out to eat and you end up with a bullet. Nice. Okay, let's see. All right, let's go. Let's go back one. Okay, so this one is called, oh, I actually heard about this one on the news too. This is called Prank Gone Wrong. And if it's the same story I'm thinking of, it really was a prank gone really wrong. Let's see. On October 14th, 3 masked individuals approached the front door of a home in Alexandria, Virginia, ringing the doorbell and began to threaten the woman who answered. Now, let me just say, this one hits really close because Alexandria, when my wife was stationed at Fort Belvoir and at Arlington National Cemetery, we ended up living in Alexandria. And so I know this area extremely well. We lived there for 7 years. So the terrified resident called her brother, who arrived with a handgun less than 2 minutes after the trio left. Then the police began an investigation. News of the unsettling incident had the community on edge until October 27th, when police chief of Alexandria, Tarek McGuire, announced that during a press conference that the culprits had been found and that the whole thing was a prank. The masked would-be intruders were actually the teenage son and nephew of the adult related to the incident. For me and my team and this community, it represents a failure of morals. McGuire told a gathering of the press, a moral failure where consequences could have been deadly. Yeah. After consulting with attorneys, the victim decisions was made not to press charges. Well, they got lucky because sometimes I think they're a little too happy to press charges. Now, in this case, I wouldn't have been against it. I mean, you start threatening people. I don't care if it is just a joke. If you're wearing a mask and they don't know who you are, and I mess with my friends and I say stuff, but they clearly know I'm joking and I'm not hiding my identity and it's not scary to them. But you do something like that, it's pretty unhinged. So let's see. Oh, okay. So I got another Bricklink order. Sweet. That makes 5 that need to go out the door today. I'm very happy with that, guys. That has been going very well. And I need it to go really well. So all right. All right. Well, this saga continues. And let's see. That's that. Those little wedges face different ways, and I always want to grab the wrong one. So let's grab this. Let's grab the right one. Let's get this done. All right. Well, it helps if you put the sticker on right. So basically, I do the same thing, but for the other side. And then we've got another News of the Weird, and this is called Standing Room Only. And this one takes place in Spain. Spanish police announced on October 22nd that they had arrested a group of criminals for stealing chairs. More than 1,100 chairs, to be precise. Oh, my gosh. That must have taken a while. Man, they'd have to have a truck, man. The New York Post reported the thieves, 6 men and a woman, who did the pilfering under the cover of darkness, had stolen chairs from the outdoor seating areas of 18 different restaurants and bars throughout Madrid and a nearby municipality during August and September. The chairs were resold in Spain, Morocco, Romania, and estimated the impact to be 60,000 euros or 69,000 US dollars. The gang will face charges of theft and belonging to a criminal organization. That is a weird one. Out of all the things you can steal, chairs, that 1,100 of them too. That must have been quite the logistics to move all that from one spot to another and to try to get away with that. That's weird. Okay. All right, let's start off with the sticker on this one. I see a couple stickers left on the sheet, and we're almost done, and I don't see where they're going to go. And this one's a convertible, so there's no roof. Now, this is a new type of windshield. It has no side support. Well, it has a very small side support. Usually they go straight down. That's interesting. All right, and they want us to use these little wheel spinners. All right, so we got the girl with the, and yeah, see, I don't know where those other stickers belong because I'm looking at the car and I'm looking all over, and I mean all over. What? Did I really miss something? Yep, I did. I missed something completely. Okay, I found the stickers, found where they go. Let's do it. Hold on, I'll check. Yeah, I figured out my mistake. I left some pieces off the back there. I don't know how I did that, but hello, Miss Chip. How you doing? All right, so we are done with one car. It's already been 46 minutes, and I know I will not get another one done in the next 15 minutes. And so this is going to be a little bit shorter of a stream, and that's just because of time constraints. I've had 5 Bricklink orders come in, and I've got to get them done. I got to get it to the post office before like 2:15. So that gives me about 2 hours. So I need that time to do that. And I apologize, but it's a good problem to have when you have so much orders come in. You have to focus on them. We do have the Ferrari we can build next time, tomorrow morning. We could do the Bugatti. We could do the Porsche. Or we could do the Lamborghinis. So we've got plenty here to do. And remember, Goonies, I did get the confirmation that what do you call it? That Goonies has been shipped. So as soon as Goonies gets here, we can start that one as well. We've got plenty of other things to do. The Avengers Tower. I could always pull out an old set out of the totes. I mean, we got so much to do here. And I have a couple city sets over there that are brand new. And I have a Formula One car that we never finished. We never started even. So plenty to do. But you guys, hit that like button if you would. And I do appreciate you being here. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Be good to each other and stay safe out there. And I will catch you guys on my next live stream.